it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining.
It's noon today, the 20th day in the month of March 2024. Abia Assembly ends pension for former governors and deputies. Zenith Bank appoints first female GMD. 42,000 metric tons of grains being shared to states, says agricultural ministers. These are the major headlines on the news at noon. We'll take commercials and be right back with the details and many more. Stay connected.
It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Welcome back. I am Abank Happiness Oliver. Now the details. Abia State House of Assembly has ended the payment of pension for past governors and deputy governors in the state. This follows the passage of a bill on Tuesday for an act to revoke the Abia State Governor and Deputy Governor's Pensions Law, number 4 of 2001, and for other matters connected therewith. The passage of the bill followed its first and second reading, consideration at the Committee of the Whole, and its third reading during Tuesday plenary. The indigenous people of Biafra has insisted that youth of Okweme community in Delta State never killed soldiers on a peacekeeping mission. Some youth has killed 16 soldiers on a mission to halt clashes between two communities in the state. The troops from the 181 Amphibious Battalion deployed in the Bomadi region had responded to the conflict in the Okwama community when they were killed last week Thursday. Those killed include a commanding officer, 2 majors, 1 captain, and 12 soldiers. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State yesterday faulted claims by the All Progressive Congress that his administration spent 18 billion naira to renovate the government house, describing their claim as fake news. He added that the administration did not borrow such for its infrastructure project as claimed by the APC. The governor, in a statement by his spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, described the APC as a party struggling to cope with the realities of its failure in government. Members of the Edo State House of Assembly yesterday directed the state's Chief Judge, Justice Daniel Kungbuwa, to set up a 7-member panel to investigate the allegations of gross misconduct and perjury, among others, leveled against Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. Speaker Blessing Agegbugi told the lawmakers that the 7-day ultimatum it gave Shaibu to respond to the impeachment notice served on him on March 6 had expired. Agbegbagu averred that since Shaibu had evaded the service of the impeachment notice, the Assembly had ordered a substituted service in 2 newspapers. A Grade 1 area court sitting at Lugbe, Abuja on Tuesday sentenced a laborer, Teka Akishi, to 15 months in prison for stealing 2 Qurans and a cell phone from a mosque in Asokoro area of Abuja. The judge, Malam Aliyu Kagako, sentenced Akishi, who pleaded guilty. Kagako, however, gave him an option of 40,000 naira fine. Zenith Bank has named Adeora Umeji as its first female group managing director and chief executive. Her appointment, subject to the approval of the Central Bank of Nigeria, takes effect from June 1st, 2024, according to the bank. She takes over from Dr. Ebenezer Onyegu, whose 5-year term expires on May 31st, 2024, after a very successful tenure. Dame Dr. Adeora Umeju is the first female GMD and CEO since the inception of the bank, and her appointment is consistent with the bank's executive tradition, succession plan and strategy of grooming leaders from within, Zenith Bank said in a Tuesday statement. The long-awaited distribution of the 42,000 metric tons of grains promised by the federal government to ease the pains of economic reforms has started, Agriculture and Food Security Minister Abubakar Kairi said yesterday. Kairi spoke during an interactive section with the National Assembly Joint Committee on Agricultural Production Services and Rural Development. The minister was invited by the lawmakers led by Senator Sailu Mustafa to shed light on federal government's plan to curb rising food costs and making it available to the poor and vulnerable in the country. The Nigerian Labour Congress Political Commission has described the Labour Party National Chairman Julius Abure as a drowning wannabe politics star. NLC said Abure has lost the confidence of most of the critical stakeholders in the party. The body re-emphasized that the Labour Party belongs to the NLC, while stressing that Abure violated a court order on the ownership of the party. Sport news. Roma striker Tammy Abraham has expressed his readiness to return to action for the club after the international break. Recall that the England international made the match day squad for their win against Sassuolo after 287 days out due to a knee injury. Abraham has now confirmed he is expecting a big end of season after sending a message to fans in Australia ahead of their May friendly with AC Milan in Perth. Tottenham captain Heung-min Son has distanced himself from going into managerial job after he retires from football. Son made this known in an interview with Hepaz Baze, where he said that he doubts his mentality to be a head coach. "It's a promise to me and a decision I've already made," he told Hepaz Baze. "I love soccer, but I don't have the ability to teach it to others, and I love the moment I kick the ball myself." And this sports news brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines. Abia Assembly ends pension for former governors and deputies. Zenith Bank appoints first female GMD. 42,000 metric tons of grains being shared to states, says agricultural ministers. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng and follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen. I am Abang Happiness Oliver. Do have a pleasant day and stay safe.
It's the news at noon on ABN Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABN.